Howdy. Yep, it's me, Mama Do, here at PassionWater. I'm keeping both of these. I believe they came out like that for a reason. I believe everything happens for a reason. Sometimes it's a lesson, sometimes it's a blessing. This is our third person this week for Missing Person Monday, which now comes out on Sunday nights, right? And let's just get busy with it. Let's just talk about her and see what Spirit has to say. Her name? Oh, forgive me if I say it wrong. I'm trying real hard here. Sunny Sramek. Sramek. I've always said it wrong. She was born February 23rd, 2001 in McCook, Nebraska. Oh, that just sounds cold. Don't worry, us people down here in the southern part of Oklahoma, around the edge of Texas, we don't like cold very much. She has brown hair, blue eyes. She stands 5'7" and weighs about 183 pounds. She's a Caucasian female. She has a tattoo on her left shoulder of a feather and the letters fly. When I use fly, it's for first love yourself. And I hope that Sunny was always first loving herself. She has a tattoo on her right ankle of a tribal sun in red ink. She has a multitude of scars throughout her body from different things such as chicken pox, bicycle pedal accidents, different things like that. But let's talk about what happened. But before we do, for all those invested in this reading, family, friends, soul tribe, investigators, detectives, searchers, today I will not compare. Don't compare this case to any other case. Make sure it stands alone. Not to say that this person couldn't be a serial killer. They absolutely could be. I'm not there, you know. I don't know that predator. Hey, Belle. Come here. Come here. You want to be shown off on camera? Hold on. Hold on. You're trying to fall. Don't fall in allowed. There. Y'all finally see Belle? She doesn't normally like getting in my lap when I'm reading. But anyways, don't compare this case, this situation to others. Today I will not compare. Today I will not compare myself to others. I will find true peace in my own life. Find true peace in the answers that Spirit is providing. And today I am respectful. Today I will acknowledge other people's thoughts and feelings as well as my own. You're going to first love yourself. You're going to recognize that whenever you feel that churning within you, that Spirit speaking to you saying, you know what, pay attention. This one here may not be honest with you. Hey, pay attention. This one here is about to give you a little bit of information. Hey, pay attention. That's that churning. Could be drawing you closer to where you need to be searching. Now, the synopsis of this reading is wedding rings. Ah, makes me think of that TikToker. The one where it says, I'm sorry, what you're requesting is wife mode. You're currently subscribed to our girlfriend package. Please upgrade for that. The union, wedding, marriage, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. Wanting promises made. Wanting, feeling attracted to somebody and wanting them to be attracted to you, but they're not. Unrequited love is what I'm feeling. Unrequited romance. And speaking of romance, Belle, do you want down? You want to say here, Mommy? The romance card is about expressing your love. Go ahead and make that romantic gesture. But know when to back down off that cliff. You can't force somebody to love you. If they're not feeling it, they're not feeling it. Archangel card for this reading. Leadership. One person feeling as though they are in the leadership role. They're older, they're more mature, they're more experienced. Archangel Gabriel, it's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. Let's talk about what happened. Let's get some details to enlighten us here. April 20th, 2019, 2.5 years ago. Sonny left from Trenton, Nebraska with a male individual. Now over here on the FBI site, it does not list this individual's name, but I know it. Yes, I do. And I'll get to that in just a minute. Allegedly for a trip to Omaha, Nebraska. Yes, I know where they were going, what their intention was. But she hasn't been heard from since. She was last seen wearing denim shorts and a black tank top, and also had in her possession a pair of jeans and a hoodie. That's it. She was in a 2004 white Ford Explorer bearing the Iowa license plate number HGJ341. That's all the FBI has to say. But if you get out here on the big old web, you can find pictures of Sonny, and you can see that they were in search of Clifford Coates. That's who she left Trenton, Nebraska with. Clifford Coates, 42-year-old male. And she was supposed to have been making a quick trip to Omaha and back. They were headed up there, according to what Sonny told her family, to pick up his niece. Okay? Let me go ahead and mention this now. The FBI, if you have any information for them, if you've heard any conversations, you remember any interactions with Sonny or with this Clifford, please call the FBI Omaha Field Office at 402-493-8688. So, let's get started. She left April the 20th from Trenton with Clifford Coates. They were in that white Ford Explorer. Okay? They said they were acquaintances, but the FBI can't figure out how they knew each other, how they had met, how they became friends. There was no connection between the two of them. But she had agreed to accompany him to pick up his niece in Omaha, which was about 300 miles away. Well, that afternoon, she called her mama and told her mom the trip was going fine. And then the last spoke with her mom about 1 p.m. Said they were in Holdrege, Nebraska, and everything was good. Then, about 9 p.m., Coates called to say that between 9 p.m. and midnight, he had stopped at the Prairie Flower Casino, a gaming facility owned by the Polka tribe and on tribal land in Carter Lake, Iowa, right outside of Omaha. And that he left Sunny in the vehicle because she was too young to get into the casino. You had to be a minimum of 21 years of age to go in the casino. And then when he went back out there, she was gone. And she was just missing. Now, he told her mom that night that he looked for her and couldn't find her. The next morning, the mother called and made a missing person report with Hitchcock County Sheriff's Office. Well, they catch up with good old Clifford, alright? But when they catch up with Clifford, he's got a whole new story now. Yeah. Now he says he wasn't at a casino with her. He said because he had told her mother that they were at the casino and he came outside, searched for her, and then left. He tells the police that he was at a gas station. He ran in to pay for the gas, and when he came out, she was gone. But that he tried to look for her, and when he couldn't find her, he left. Yeah, because that's what every wonderful man does. They bring a woman 300 miles, and for all you know, she's in there in the bathroom getting sick, and you drive off and leave her 300 miles from home. So the only aspect that's the same, whether it was at the casino or the gas station, is that he looked around and then he just left. Yeah, he just left. He doesn't seem like he is the most trustworthy of individuals to have as a friend. Okay. His name is actually Floyd Clifford Coates Jr. He has a criminal record in Kansas, Iowa, and Nebraska. Kansas, he's got 7 convictions. Selling, possession of drugs, theft, and attempt to flee or elude police. And 25 disciplinary reports for incidents involving battery, lying, and having sexually explicit material, apparently while he was in jail. In Nebraska, he's got conviction for false imprisonments, methamphetamine distribution, possession of a deadly weapon, carrying a concealed weapon, assault by a confined person, theft by receiving stolen property, and marijuana possession. Wow. If he can't get his hands into one thing, he's going to get them into another. Now, they finally arrest him. This was June 2020. But he was bonded out pretty soon. Best I can tell, nobody knows really what he was arrested for. But he bonded out. And law enforcement is not naming him a suspect in her disappearance. Because guess what? Even though he says he's at a gas station, he can't remember what gas station he was at. Yeah. Yeah, he's got that many brain cells. It's enough. Because if you can't remember what gas station you're at, they can't go check the camera for her, right? And find out she really wasn't in the Explorer to begin with, possibly. My question is, I want to ask Spirits this. Were they really headed to pick up a niece? Or did he have her go as a decoy for drug trafficking? So police are less likely to pull a man and a woman traveling together over than they are a single man. Sorry, guys, that's that's the way it is. You're passing through one state, heading into another, and you got a different license plate. You're likely to get pulled over. To see if they suspect that you're trafficking drugs. Yeah, it's not fair. It's profiling. I consider it profiling. I personally have been in one of those vehicles that's been pulled over. In fact, I was the dark god driver of it. But we weren't trafficking nothing. We were headed to my mother-in-law's because my father-in-law was dying. We were trying to get all the grandchildren up there to be with him. But they like to knock at us off the side of the road. Because I had a carload of young men that had enough drug charges on them to shake a stick at. But they finally understood. And I took all them kids on up there to see their grandpa. They weren't my children in the car. But it was my father-in-law. Alright. So let's see what happened. Regarding the disappearance of Sonny. Spirit, what happened? The devil in reverse. Trying to pretend that you're not wearing a mask. Trying to pretend that you're something you're not. Trying to play a role. Like you're acting. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody is acting like they're taking charge of the situation. They don't have charge of it either. Neither does the first person. Neither one of these people are in charge. Nobody is in charge. Nobody's thinking correctly. Queen of Swords. Wow. a threat, a bully, trying to intimidate, finding out that somebody took advantage of the situation. Hey, Belle, I'm gonna set you down. I'm gonna set you down, baby girl. Shall we? No, 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 don't jump by my arms. Your little skinny legs, they could break. We don't do that. Oh, no, no, no. No, that scared mommy. Alright. Something's really, really going wrong. They're not getting along. They're not liking each other one bit. They're arguing, they're fussing. This is not truth. This is a threat. You know, don't be acting like that crap towards me. I will deal with you in a very unpleasant way. What else happened? Did somebody harm Sonny? The Five of Cups in reverse. This person has no regret for what they've done. They don't feel like they're mourning about it. They feel like it was justified at the time. Six of Wands, yeah. That it's justified at the time. That it was absolutely to accomplish the goal. It's what needed to be done. I see bruising on her face, bruising on her head. I believe it's a head injury, multiple head injuries. The Emperor, yeah. This person took back control of the situation to accomplish their goal. Was there drugs involved, sir? Was there drugs involved? Was this about drug trafficking? Or was this money trafficking? Four of Cups in reverse. And the Page of Pentacles. So, yeah, there wasn't supposed to be no emotions involved. It was about earning a little extra bread. Most likely outcome of the situation is the detective getting to the bottom of it. It's like a clock from where I'm sitting looking into the camera. That looks like a clock, like the time is coming near to reveal the truth, to find the remains of where they've been stashed. And it's clarified by the Six of Cups. It can be that this person is going to tell it finally. This is very... Sonny didn't see it coming. They were arguing back and forth. One of them threatened the other one. And once that threat was made, if you don't do this, that, and the other for me, I'm going to make sure we get pulled over. I'm going to draw attention to us. Then, Clifford threw his emotions out the window, said, "Oh, the hell you are. I'm going to accomplish my goal." And that is whenever he took back control of the situation. She's in a rocky area. Kind of, it's not a real common area. Is there any evidence that you can bring forward, Spirit, as to where Sonny is located? Or to bring any information forward for this case? I have 3 cards here. We have Death in reverse. The King of Pentacles in reverse. And the 5 of Swords in upright. Hold on just a minute. My eyes itching again. This one here has never changed his ways. He's still doing what he does. And it's only been a year and a half, 2 years now. He's still doing what he's doing. This trafficking, going back and forth. Need to set up to catch his license plates when he's traveling. And have a drug dog there. Maybe it would cut him a deal to tell you where Sonny's at. King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. Because the minute he gets that little bitty money, he blows it. He don't save it, he don't invest it, he blows it. Then he's ready to make another run. Because, well, it's a part of his addiction, too. It is. It's a part of his addiction. It's a part of his misery. It's a part of his karma. Track that vehicle, whatever he's driving. Tell you, track it. Catch him with these drugs in his vehicle and cut him a deal. Hey, if he wants to try to save his manslaughter, then let him try to save manslaughter, but get her back. Queen of Swords in the upright again. The threat. He's threatening somebody. He's still threatening these young girls. Some of them aren't even getting paid what they're supposed to be paid. Alright, let's see what the card of advice is for all those invested in this reading. And once he's in Omaha, he's free and clear. See, the drugs aren't in the car no more. Yeah, they're not there no more. He don't need the girl no more. Crossing the bridge. Is there a bridge? Is there a bridge close to that casino? Close to some of those gas stations around there? It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. It is time for healing. It's time to bring healing to this family for everything they've been through, waiting to find out information with Sonny missing for the last 2 years. The spirit has never told me in a reading to track a vehicle. Never one time has spirit ever told me to track a vehicle. But today, track that vehicle. Know where it goes. Because he's still making that same junk, what do you call it whenever they're making the trafficking runs up and down the highway? Well, I can tell you this much. He didn't go far off that highway to get rid of her remains. He just dropped them somewhere where people don't really walk much. Not a lot of foot traffic, because there's nothing there to walk around but some rocks. Like, used to be a part of a construction site. You know where it's at. Track that vehicle, though. He's still making those runs. And he's still threatening young girls that he's talking into making that run with him. He may not have killed anybody else yet. That's not to say he won't either. Okay, 2 things. Number 1, I'd really appreciate it very much if you go right down there and click subscribe. Then hit the all button so you receive notifications when future readings are uploaded and available. Number 2, I really want to help bring conversations about these missing people to the table. 5 people. 5 people, that's all I'm asking. 5 people. Share a link. It don't have to be the one for this reading. It could be another podcast. It could be another reader. It could be anything. It could be a news article regarding Sonny being missing. Share it. Share it on your Twitter. Share it on your TikTok. Share it on your Instagram, here on YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp. Share it. Open the conversation. Open the conversation. That's how we're going to find these people. Not everybody watches YouTube all day. Not everybody watches news all day. Not everybody his brain is relaxed enough that they can actually focus on what they're hearing around them. You know, they got a kid over here wanting this and the spouse wanting that, and yeah, you know, life is happening, folks. But if enough of us start that conversation, we can help get the information to somebody who very well may have had an interaction with the person who's missing, with the predator that harmed them, with somebody else that maybe is associated with it that hasn't come forward yet. You're one share. And like I said, it don't have to be the link to my reading. I don't really care what you share as long as it has to do with Sunny. Because it ain't about me. It's about Sunny. I'm not missing. Sunny is missing. For all intents and purposes, it doesn't look like Sunny is with us anymore. And she needs to come home. So start that conversation. 5 people, please. Help me keep her name out there. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be a weekly challenge from now on for me to ask everybody to do that. I'm not asking for proof of it. I'm just asking you to start the conversation and then see if it'll take on a life of its own. Thank y'all so very much. And I'll see you soon with your next reading. Namaste.